All right, you right.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the Jim S. Morales camp. We're back out here on another Saturday. But before we get started, I want to give infinite honors and glories to
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kakudash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners pushing this truth. And we can start off. It's a lot with that this moment.
Right, it's 1 Thessalonians 5, start verse 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night.
Yeah, and how do we know that? By the different things and the signs that's happening in the world, by the, they got wars, rumors of wars, like it's in Matthew 24, different things being implemented. You got the Project 2025 coming up, different things that's just going to push these prophecies. And from there, everything else is going to trickle down, and this is going to get heavier and heavier. But you can keep going.
It's also saying, that Lord going to come in deep in the night. It's going to come with people least expect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else, like, while everything's going on, they partying. You know what I'm saying? They trying to shut up. They try to prosper in this world, but not knowing this world is crumbling. Little by little, man. Verse pass away, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, this sudden destruction coming upon them, as they travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. It said, for when they shall say peace and safety, this sudden destruction coming upon them, as they travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Yeah, it says when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction cometh upon them. And that's just like these people out here, because everybody bullshit, bro. There ain't nobody out here paying attention to nothing that's going on except for the men of the Lord. Everybody just doing whatever they want to do, partying, bullshitting, giving in a marriage like it says. Nobody's paying attention to what's going on and taking heed. And they even putting it in these movies. And we just watched one, what is foreshadowing, the things that come. Some of the things that come that's going to happen. Jacob's trouble, society collapsing, and what is called civil unrest. All those things, and they foreshadowing. Nobody pays attention to. So when those things do happen, which we know that will happen by the scriptures, when they do happen, they're gonna be caught off guard. You got more? Got something to
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
So we gotta be paying attention. We gotta be steadfast in the scriptures. We gotta have our head on the swivels, paying attention to the things that's going on around us and in the world. Different articles coming out about different things.
Yeah, even when you look at the word circumspect, it means to look around on all sides. Paying attention to everything, man.
Yeah, also said we want that word redeeming. It means they make every wise and good use of opportunity that we have. But sooner or later, man, like we were saying that last night, the family of the world will come in, man. The grace of mercy is going to be closed, man. So that's why we got to make every opportunity, man, to do what we got to do to please Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Yeah, because this is a serious thing we're part of. And we know it's going to happen. It says in Habakkuk, though it tarry, wait for it, because it's not going to tarry. So even though it may seem like it's not happening all that, as fast as you want it to, it's still inevitable that it's going to come and that it's going to happen.
I got that for you. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can bring it up.
This Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, it will not tarry. It says it shall speak and not lie. So it's going to happen. So that's why we gotta be focused on the things we're supposed to be focused on before it happens, in order to be protected from those things that's going to come upon the wrath of the Lord that's going to come upon the world.
And that's why ultimately they said that of the Ephesians, understanding what the will of the Lord is, man. Understanding the secrets, right, the mysteries, knowing the judgment that the Lord is getting ready to bring, but also the salvation that he's getting ready to bring. All right, that's why it says, be not as fools, but as wise, man. All right, knowing the times that we're in and the times that we're coming into, all right, so-called 2025 coming up, right? So, hey, man, things to go down in a couple weeks, we don't know, but, just redeeming the times, man, because the days are evil. So, go ahead.
You mentioned it earlier. It's the book of St. Luke, chapter 17, and verse 26, and it reads, and as it is written, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
So the same things they was doing back then, and those same people, they're the same people doing the same things now today. Marrying, giving in a marriage. What it says again, brother? Read it again.
It said, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
Yeah, everything was doing what they supposed to be doing. Everything with watching. You got more?
Yeah.
Come on, go ahead.
Verse 28, it reads, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from the heaven and destroyed them all.
Because it was too late by then. Because nobody wanted to do what they were supposed to do when they had the time to. Just like these people out here, they see, man, it's countless of people who see the men of the Lord on all these corners around the world, these different states, these popular what is called?
Cities?
Yeah, but in the cities where a lot of people pass by doing shit like that, high traffic areas, and they just pass up the men of the Lord, and nobody don't think twice about it.
Yes, they're all social media as well, like YouTube. Yep. That's the main platform. And also Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's all over.
And everybody just ignore it. So they're going to get caught up in that fire in the Lord's wrath, just like they did back then.
Ignorance is unbelief. That's why I tell you, don't let the incredulity trouble you, right? Because it's just unbelief. That's why they ignore shit. Right? It's just to wag the hand at it, right? Go ahead.
Let me get that first.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Backing up that brother with the whole situation with Lot. The elements was melted with fervent heat. That's still historical facts. All right, over there in Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, in those other cities, to show these sulfur balls, all right, that was literally rained down from the heavens, man. It says the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Yeah, so what manner of person are we to be, knowing these things are going to happen, knowing, the world about to be destroyed with fire, knowing Jacob's trouble is coming, and all these different things. So what mindset should we be in?
I'm going to get that word conversation for you.
Come.
That's the word conversation in the Strong's G 391 and the Strophe. And the Strophe, it says your manner of life, your conduct, your behavior.
Yeah, not in no partying spirit like the rest of the world is. Because those are the same people who gonna get caught up in that fury, in that heat.
In the NLT, back in 2 Peter 3:11, it says, since everything around us is going to be destroyed like this, what holy and godly lives should you live? Hey man, seeing that these buildings, all right, these towers, all right, the cars, the streets, all right, the people that's dwelling here, seeing that these things are going to totally be obliterated, all right, by the ICBM nuclear missiles, what should be your mindset? What should be your behavior? How should you be conducting yourself in your everyday life, man? All right, in all holy conversations, and godliness, man. You go into the word holy, it means to be separate. All right, our behavior, our conduct should be separate from these people in the world, man. All right, we only care about partying, bullshitting, getting drunk, going to parties, popping bottles, man. You know, just meddling, man. All right. The scripture tells us that's of the household of faith to be sober, man, to be vigilant. You see? Go ahead, though.
Guys, this is Romans 13 verse 11, and yeah, there's a Romans 13 verse 11. You bring on here, y'all. It's Romans 13 verse 11, and that knowing the time that it is now high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Now it's Romans 13 verse 11, and that knowing the time that now is high time to awake out of sleep. And that knowing the time that it is now high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than what we believe.
Yeah. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. And every day, because the scripture says right here, our salvation is nearer than we believe. And every day, it's nearer and nearer, but it's already nearer than we believe. You see what I'm saying? So there's no telling when everything of these things could pop off. That's why we gotta have our hand on the plow. You know, when those things do happen, we could be so when those things do happen, we could be, you know.
We have faith stored up, man. We got treasure stored up. Things that we can continue to walk in the faith with, man. All right. These works that we doing on the highways and byways, this is what's gonna last us in the times of trouble that the brother's speaking of, man. You know. And you already got 2025 looking like it's gonna be a pan out of what 2020 was, man. All right, we know how that started. But go ahead, bro. Oh, that brother has something too.
Yeah, that was it.
That's how you gotta get in.
That's what I had. Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 3: a prudent man foresees the evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and he hided himself. And how do we hide ourselves? That prudent man, that wise man, we hide ourselves by, you know, dealing with the scriptures, believing in it, you know, studying the scriptures, you know, under the mercy, trying to obtaining mercy from the Lord by doing His work and His will.
I still got that Isaiah for you.
Yeah, also, we hiding ourselves by having this wisdom and knowledge to abstain from the ways of this world. You know what I'm saying? That's wisdom.
I got that too. But back on what you just said, the 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10, it says, wherefore the rather brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall. And that's what the brother is alluding to, man. Being diligent, studying the scriptures, man. All right, reading, okay, watching lessons, okay, having getting up with different brothers, you know, building yourself up amongst the body, man. All right, these are all things a part of being diligent. All right, they say if you do these things, you ain't gonna fall, man. You know. So go ahead.
Yeah, just being busy in the will of the Lord and the work of the Lord. And that's pretty much it. Everything else after that is gonna handle itself. So, you know, we gonna be protected. But you had more, bro. You can read that again, brother. That last part. You got all of it.
Yeah, I got all that. Go back to it.
Don't worry about it. You can bring up.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 36, chapter 33, verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Wisdom and knowledge gonna be the stability of our times. And get that word stability right there.
Right. The word stability is immuna. Immuna. It says firmness, fidelity.
And fidelity, which we know that word fidelity goes in the faith.
I got you. This the word fidelity in the online etymology. It says faithfulness, devotion, adherence, trustiness, faithful, true, sincere, from fides, which means faith, to trust, confide, or persuade.
Yeah, and it says, and that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy tongue. So that wisdom and knowledge is what is going to be that foundation of what our faith, which is going to keep us stable. Because it says the word of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into and are safe.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a strong foundation, that wisdom and knowledge that we have.
Hey, but not only that, you're actually going to know what's going on. When the shit starts to pop off, people are losing their minds. All right, you seeing heads going down the street. The wisdom and knowledge is what's going to actually keep us stable. It's actually going to keep us stable. Why? Because we know the word of the Lord is being done, man.
What's the rest of that precept? It say what? It's the treasure of his salvation.
Yeah.
And the treasure is what? Precious.
Yeah.
Right? That's the preciousness of his salvation, man. That wisdom and knowledge.
Salvation also goes into your faith. You know what I'm saying? So what you believe in. That's how you
That's
get
right.
saved. Your faith and work go hand in hand.
Yep, I read it again. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure."
The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And that's why we're doing these things, in order to obtain that mercy through that, us having fear in the Lord. So in that day, we could be, we could be protected, from the same troubles and perils that's going to be happening all around us.
Yeah. Hey man, what they say in Psalms the 91st chapter, man.
That right here.
Oh, beautiful. Bring it out, brother.
Psalm chapter 91 and verse 1. And he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Yeah, how do you dwell in the Lord's secret place, man? All right, by it being here in the sanctuary amongst the other men of the hopeful elect, man, who ought to be the elect. You see, that's the secret place of the Most High. The elect of the, what do they say, the chosen of the chosen, man.
That's it.
Israel chosen, but the elect is chosen out of Israel, man. Go ahead, bro.
I want to say too, it ain't about being in the sanctuary, it's about staying in the sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? Because according to Matthew 24, he that do it to the end, the same shall be saved. We're going to tell where to do it means to remain. So it's all about remaining in the sanctuary. You ought to be protecting those times.
Psalm 91 and verse 2 says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Verse 3 said, surely he shall deliver thee from the snares of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
Yeah, so we gotta have that faith and that trust in the Lord that he is gonna be with us in those times. Cause it's one thing to say it, and it's not really happening yet, but it's a whole nother thing when you seeing bodies drop right in front of you, and you got all different kind of things going on. It's another thing to have that, that mentality when those things is right in front of you and it's happening at that time, happening during that time. You got more?
Yeah, that's more. Verse 4 says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wing shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Verse 5 said, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, said, nor for the arrow that flies by day. Verse 6 said, nor from the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor from the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Verse 7 said, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
You want to speak about it? Con, you read that last verse one more time, bro?
All right, verse 7 again, it says, Psalm chapter 91 and verse 7 said, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
Yeah, it should not come nigh thee. So those things are not going to trust the men of the Lord and the men who've been plowing and putting that work in, you know, from when they, you know, whenever they woke up or whatever, all the way into those times. You know, not stopping, being fervent, being steadfast. Those are the men that's going to have that protection from the Lord.
Yeah, how we gonna be protected, man? By those chariots, man. But that's represent that feather. They go that we could be covered with. You know what I'm saying? And the angels, man, because they like Scripture said, I think also said so. Man, we ain't long to have each angel around his elect men. That's right. That time, man, to protect us.
Intervention don't take place, on that time. Because the Lord's gonna help us in ways that we don't know how. So we live in some very special times. We see in the prophecy constantly speaking loud. Rumors of war, earthquakes in diverse places, all these different events are happening, calamities, events around the world simultaneously, because we living in the end time right now. So right now it's high time to what the prophesy. You got it, bro.
This
I'm like,
this Psalms 57 verse 1, in the back of that point the brother Kabal made, it says, be merciful unto me, O Yahweh, be merciful unto me, for my soul trusted in thee. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpassed. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? As the wickedness and the things that's going on the left-hand side that the Lord is getting ready to bring, the plagues, the pestilence, all right, these calamities upon the earth, he's going to ultimately increase what? On the right-hand side, man. All right? Doing miracles, all right? Man, you don't know what kind of situations and things that the Lord is getting ready to make a way for us to escape out of, man. You know? They tell you that in Isaiah 59 and 19.
So our faith going to be increased.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about it. It's a balance. Because when those things happen, those terrible things, bro, we ain't gonna have the same amount of faith that we have now.
Yeah, it's gonna be on a high.
It's gonna be on a whole nother higher level. But we just gotta believe that we under the mercy of the Lord and the Lord gonna protect us. If you could get Sirach 2 and 10. Get him next. Where it says whoever trusts
trust him.
All right, got you, nigga.
There's Sirach 2 verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see that did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Question mark. Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
And it said that any abide in his fear and was forsaken. Yeah, we abide in the fear of the Lord. So we gotta believe, when these things happen, once again, that we're gonna be under the grace of the Lord, the mercy of the Lord, the protection of the Lord. We still gotta believe those things, man. You go ahead, bro. You got it.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 125, starting at the top. They that trust in Yahweh shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so is Yahweh round about his people from henceforth, even forever.
So I can read again, bro.
It's Psalms 125 and 1. It says, they that trust in Yahweh shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever.
They that trust the Lord shall be as what? Mount Zion? Yeah. It shall not be removed. Yeah, so our faith is gonna be from that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Was gonna keep help build that foundation. Of faith, stability. We ain't gonna be able to be moved. Ain't nothing gonna be able to move us, man.
And if I could say, which is why the Lord is proving us now. Yeah. Putting us through hell, seeing if we're gonna move now.
Yeah, you get that Sirach 2 and 5.
So if we not moving now, and the Lord brings the things that he said that he was going to do once before, and they actually start to happen, you think we're going to move then? Abarat we don't, man. But that's why it would say the furnace proveth the potter's vessel, man.
You got that.
Oh, kind of.
It's Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
What kind of men?
Acceptable men.
Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Because we being tried now. And we going through things, brothers going have ailments, going through trials and tribulations, catching hell, you know. But guess what? Still keep their faith in the Lord. That's what keeps us going in this thing, bro. You know, even though we going through losing jobs, you know, car troubles, you know, all these things, we still, yeah, brother, still push through it and work through it. And then you look back on it like some of the things you went through. You look back on it, you be like, man, damn, I'm glad I went through that, because you become better after that, man.
That's right.
I got something, yeah, back you up. This is 1 Peter 1 verse 6. Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being more precious than fine gold, that perish, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearance of Yahushua.
Get that in. You want to speak on it?
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, that's why we're being tried. Because, hey, so we can build our faith up, man. Even stronger and stronger to where, hey, you know, it'll be removed when that time comes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, we about to go through the most difficult shit we ever been through our life. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we got to make sure, hey, our faith stays strong, man. You know, to where we'll be moved, man.
Because we about to be tried like never before.
Never before.
You go. See what that's in the end of too. That might be him. You had one? You had one, bro?
Luke chapter 18 and verse 7, it said, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them. Verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth.
Come. He gonna find faith upon the earth. And he gonna avenge us. And that's what we believe, and that's another thing that keeps us going, bro. We got the hope of salvation. You know. We know the Lord coming back, you know, to rescue us from this wicked ass place and for us to reign under him for eternity, for the rest of eternity.
See, that was a question. It's a question, right?
Yeah. Let me read again, verse 8. Luke chapter 18 and verse 8 again, it says, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Yeah, it asks the question. When Yahushua make his return, shall he find faith on the earth? And the answer to the question is yes.
That's it.
All right. The men of the Lord, the elect, the 144,000, all right, the rest of the elect are going to be the ones that's going to stand firm, okay, and constantly believe that the Lord is going to come back to save them. Hey, man, in the bleakest time, man.
That's it.
All right, in a time where it looked like, man, I don't know. Man, no, the elect are still going to have that faith to say, man, I know the Lord come and get us, man.
That's it.
You know?
And then, like, before he said that, yeah, the Yahushua, he was making a parable of somebody that's cried day and night. They keep on crying, saying that certain judge, he came upon him, and he answered. That's right. So the same thing was, if we crying out, hey, man, for the abomination thereof. Hey, sooner or later, man, Lord, he gonna fulfill his promise, man. He gonna deliver us. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the same thing. It's like you're a parent, and your child keep crying for this and that, for a toy or for food and shit like that. You go give it to him so you can stop crying, man.
That's it.
So the same thing, hey, Lord go do for us, man. You know, he go deliver us, man. If we keep crying out, man.
Let the Lord get ready to execute that judgment. You know, that's what we're waiting on. Downfall of America. You're ready to get out of this nightmare. Get back in our first state. We ready to rule. Not ready to rule. You're getting ready to die. You got it.
I like that. I got something for you. All right, Kyle. This second address 8 and 33. Because backing up the point, you know, as brother constantly been harping on is those that are doing what? Doing the works, all right, laying up in good treasures, all right, are going to be the ones that are safe and protected in these times. Second address 8 and 33, it says, for the just, which have many good works, laid up with thee. And laid up with who? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Who the just, the elect, all right, the hopeful elect, man. All right, that's constantly putting up more and more works, man. You know, it says, shall out of their own deeds receive reward. All right, so out of our own works, out of our own deeds, we're going to receive the reward of salvation out of one right this out, man.
side of that coin too. Because the people, you know, these wicked ass people, these 2/3 and shit like that, they still got a reward coming, bro. They still got a reward they gotta reap. Just so on the other hand, you got the men of the Lord who gonna reap that, you know, that good reward. There's still a reward at the end of the day because it's consequences for whatever works you have, either good or bad. So you got bad, you know, you got wicked deeds, you gonna get the bad consequences. And it's vice versa. It's the same thing on the other side. You put up those good works, you get good. You reap good consequences. You want to say something
Real quick. It's Revelation 22:12. So this Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be."
To give every man according to what?
According to his work.
According to his work.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 12, in red letters. "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be."
Yeah, to give every man according to as his works shall be. So you getting every man is receiving the reward, you know, and we won't be on the good end of that stick, bro.
That's it.
You know, one of y'all can get that reward and see what reward saying.
Okay, gotcha.
I think Cabal gotta get it.
I got it. I'm gonna get it in you got it in the etymology?
Yeah, etymology, yeah. This that word reward in the etymology online. It says, mid 14th century, what one deserves, just deserves. Return or payment for service and hardship, something given in recognition, in merit, in virtue, a prize. Also from late 14th century, sometimes punishment, recompense for evil doing.
Man, that's heavy.
Heavy, brother.
That's heavy.
Heavy.
I'm about to let me find this. Cause it says damn. You it says you sold.
Yes.
Yeah, can't get that. That's heavy.
You not
No, that was it. Yeah, that's clean right there, man. That's what reward means, that you get what you deserve. Right? Hey, man, recompense for evil doing, or hey, recompense for righteous doing. You know what I'm saying? Was hey, Lord, what? Hey, man, we'll be late. We'll get that recompense of righteous, man. You got the righteous reward, that blessing. You know, verse 8, that crown be the first fruits. You know what I'm saying? To hey, man, to obtain the earth. You know, you gotta have ownerships, no slaves. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, that's what we want, man. That's what that was talking about what we want, man. You know what I'm saying?
There's Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. You got one?
No, you go ahead. You can go.
It says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap."
Yep. Red line.
EQ1.
Verse 8, it says, "For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption." All right, sowing into the things of this world, man. It says, "But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting."
Yep. So we want to sow into the Spirit, so we can receive that, you know, that good reward, and not that punishment, that harsh judgment.
Yeah, them crowns, man. That's what we want. We want them crowns, man. All right, the ones Yahweh Shai is going to personally put on each brother's head, man. All right, that's what we want. Go ahead.
Yeah, like hey, brother kind of said last week, hey, attain power first, man.
Yes.
If we get power, everything else will come follow, man.
Yeah, that what's that one that brother Amawad like? What it is, Amawad? Exousia?
Exousia.
Yes. Exousia, man. Hey, man, go look up the word exousia in Revelations 2:25. I'm gonna get it, matter of fact.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Cause yeah, like you know, Jakes in this world, they trying to achieve their fleshly desires, right? You know, a job, you know, glory, any type of glory on this side. You know what I'm saying? The women, you know, a family. You know what I'm saying? A nice house. You know what I'm saying? things like that, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, man, we gotta take power first, man. We gonna see that, man.
A hundredfold.
A hundredfold, man. Even better. It's gonna be even better, man.
This is this First Corinthians 15 and chapter 15 verse 58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the works of the Lord, for for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." Salaka, yes. So we know we focus on this truth because we believe and have faith that Salaka, that our reward is coming.
Yeah. That scripture said in Hebrews 10, man, hey, the Lord is not forgive for our works, man, that we do. Yeah, you got that? Yeah, go ahead. You got it, yeah. Yeah, because the Lord seeing what we doing. You know, we see, hey, man, we growing in this thing of ours. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gotta keep going though, man, because they all play to obtain that reward. We gotta keep going, man. We gotta stay to the end. Yeah,
Same as we say.
Why you get that? You get that Hebrews 10?
Hebrews 6 and 10.
6 and 10. I'm sure it's
You probably get Hebrews 11 too.
This Hebrews 6 and 10, it says, "For our power is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed toward his name, that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
Yep.
And we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence to the full assurance of hope until the end."
So our works and our labor of love, you know, us taking out, you know, time. And look, we on a Saturday, bro. We could be doing anything in the world, bro. Like I said, we, you know, the men of the Lord, they forsake time with their families, children, you know, pass up on jobs. You know, the Lord see all them things, bro.
Hey, if I could say, the greatest sacrifice in this captivity that we can give to the Lord is our time, man. You know?
Yes, sir.
And ourselves, yeah, that goes into our time. Ourselves, our time, all right? That's the greatest sacrifice that we can give the Lord. Because a lot of the people that's in the world are selfish, man, all right? They're not willing to take their time on a Saturday, all right? One of your off days, all right, out of the week in this captivity. Jake worked 5-6 days a week, all right? But on this one day every week, I'm going to make sure I'm at camp, all right? I'm going to make sure I'm doing something for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But not just on this one day, days throughout the week as well, man. You know?
Despite not, you know, always feeling like it, or despite, you know, whatever trials and tribulations you're going through, you know, we still do those things, and the Lord is not unrighteous to forget, you know, those, us putting that effort in.
Yeah. Our labor not in vain.
Yep.
Basically, if you ain't seeking the Lord, you're seeking death. Yeah, plain and simple. You know? So it is.
You want to get, you got something?
I got something. Go, just real quick, this is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1.
Yes,
I beseech you, therefore, brethren. But, you got
I knew he was going there, brother.
Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service.
Yep. And that's our reasonable service. You could get Ecclesiastes 12.
Hey, it said, I beseech you.
I beseech you.
I beseech you, brother. Like, this is...
I beg
Yeah.
beg. You got it.
Okay, y'all.
You got that.
Yeah. Sorry,
And get that word, do it in the online etymology. One of them has. Go ahead with yours, bro. I'm sorry.
Just piggyback off the point y'all made about come up close.
Speak on too.
This is just piggyback on what y'all said about us getting the reward for our service. I think y'all left a little bit on that bone of that Galatians 6. This is verse 9 right here. And let us not be weary in doing well, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So that goes into, longer we continue to come out here to do the thing that we're supposed to do, to give our service to the Lord, we're going to be able to reap those treasures
that we set up in heaven. That says due season, the perfect moment, right on time. We're gonna reap if we faint not, man. And that's the big part about it, you know, to not faint, you know. But go ahead, man. You got it. You have one too, right?
Book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33, and it reads, "But seek ye the first the kingdom of the Most High, and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you." So this is what we do: seeking the Lord, seeking the heavenly things, and not worry about jobs, careers, things, status. The Lord says, "Seek ye the kingdom first, and all things shall be added to you."
Like I said earlier, that just backs up the point. Hey, obtain power first. Everything else go follow. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you can read that one more time. I'm alive.
It's back in Romans chapter 12, verse 1. "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service."
Yep. And that's our reasonable service. Now get that. Read that 12.
This is Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 12, verse 13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man."
Yeah, and that's the conclusion of the matter. Now get that word. Read that word duty. What the word duty says.
This the word duty. In the online etymology, it says
Obligatory service.
and
That's the point I wanted to. Yeah. That's the point I wanted to make. Though it's our obligatory service. You know, being as us being Israelites. You know, and furthermore being men of the Lord. To you know to do the will of the Lord and to do that work. We obligated as being, you know, Israelites to do that. We owe everything. We owe our lives.
They got more too.
We owe our lives. We owe everything. They got more than that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that good. Yeah, you got it.
It's the word obligation in the online etymology. It says a binding pledge, a commitment to fulfill a promise or meet the conditions of a bargain. Come on, brother.
Yeah. And me.
No, you said it was an obligation.
Yep.
Hey, man, this is a commitment to fulfill a promise, man. All right, we got an end to meet, and the Lord got an end that He's gonna meet. All right, but the point of the matter is to fulfill it, man. We know the Lord gonna do His part. You know.
And it says to meet conditions.
Yeah, to meet the conditions of a bargain.
And what's that bargain, bro? Because what do we get? What do we get out of putting our blood, sweat, and tears into the work of the Lord? A crown. At the end of the day. You know, so you have one? You got one? You go ahead. Bring it up.
It's 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 35. "Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly." Right, so there's an everlasting crown that's going to be, when you read down in this chapter, I'm going to just jump down real quick. It says, verse 42, "I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised Yahweh with songs, and in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, Yahweh, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly." So you got a reward of being crowned by Yahweh personally, man. That's when you endure, you present your body as a living sacrifice, and you endure all the way to the end. There's a crown. You're gonna be crowned by the first and greatest spirit ever created.
And that's the end of that righteous bargain.
Yeah. That's it. Yep. Yeah, that's the end of the obligation, man.
All right. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 36 said, For ye have need of patience, that afterward ye have done the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, ye might receive the promise. So it takes that train pass. All right,
Let's start from the. Let me read it from the top where you started.
Yeah, I'm gonna start back over. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 36 said, "For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise." So what everybody, the same that they do, the same shall be saying. Also, endurance goes into what suffering. Levels of what adversity,
Patience and suffering.
trial, and what tribulation. You got to constantly persevere. You got to keep pushing, keep believing. You know what I'm saying? You can't get faint-hearted now because we almost there. Verse 37 says, "For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry." So we're in that time right now that these prophecies right now speaking loud and clear. They're not delaying. You know what I'm saying? They're not no more prolonging. The Lord is constantly making things clearer and clearer. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious right now that we're living in end time. When you go to Matthew chapter 24, give you that guideline. The Lord told you, say, hey, we're gonna have rumors of war, earthquakes in diverse places, all sorts of different calamities and catastrophes all across the world. That's what's happening right now. It's not tyranny anymore. We're constantly rejoicing. That's why it's high time. We got to keep on pushing. We got to keep believing. Keep the faith.
It said, "Would these things begin to come to pass?"
Yeah.
Our redemption drawing nigh. You know what I'm saying?
Look up.
Like every day, man, we closer to our kingdom, man. We want to step closer to our kingdom, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like UFO sites all across the world. The chariot.
Hey, y'all
Lord's vision the earth.
Hey, y'all brothers seen that map I put in the WhatsApp? The UFO sightings.
Oh yeah, I think I did.
I put a map in the chat.
Wait, before you, because I think I did see it. Did it have like majority of it activity like in the United States? That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Con.
Yeah, majority of the UFO sightings. When you look at the map of the United States, all right, Babylon the Great, the whole map damn near look red.
Heavily active.
You look at the different continents, the Asias, Africas, all right. They had it was a lot of it was a good bit of red in South America too, But when you looked at places like Asia, Europe, Africa, you still look like you can see the map clearly, but the difference was drastic, man. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the whole map damn near looked red, all right, which is symbolic for the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord. But when you looked at the other maps for the other continents, it was like very minimal.
That's the spirit too, bro. Because we know that main deliverance is going to take place
here
in America.
That's right.
So of course, all those chariot sightings will be predominantly over the U.S. in the U.S.
Yeah, that's that redemption drawing nigh.
Lord, the vision of everything created. The eyes of the Most High in every place. Not only the good and the evil. That's what we're seeing right now, left and right. Journey. They keep telling you about these drone sites, but we know them as what they ignorant call UFO, UAP. But we know them as the chariots of the Most High, the eyes of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They constantly these Negro men that ride around these spacecraft. The Esau know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? You got it, brother.
Just to back up what the brother was saying, because this is Babylon the Great is the house of the thief, all right? And the chariots are entering that house. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 5, and I'll start at the top. It says, "Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits." So this is a giant so-called spaceship, all right? It's not a UFO. It's not an unidentified flying object. It's identified in the Bible as the chariots. It says, "Then said he unto me, This is the curse. This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it." That's the point right here. "I will bring it forth, said Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name." And who does that? Who swears falsely by the name of the Lord? Who claims to be so-called God and Jesus? The so-called white man. This is his house. And it tells you in Isaiah, Yahushua is coming back in Basra and Edom, man.
That's it.
I do mean it. All you Edomites are about to be destroyed.
That's it.
Thus saith the Holy Scripture. You got it.
Yes, sir.
This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "If ye then be risen with the Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, well, the Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
And that's what we're doing. We seeking the things that are above, that are, what is saying, the 2 Corinthians 4, and 2 Corinthians 4:17. The things not seen.
Our old man perisheth, and we be renewed day by day. Right, our old man perisheth.
Yeah. Let me come on.
Yeah, it also says while we look at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal. The things that we don't see is eternal.
Yeah, so that's why we set out things. Our
What it said, seek your affliction.
Yeah, that's why we
Seek those things which are above.
seek those things which are above, because those things can't tarnish.
Yeah.
It can't be nothing, can't nothing happen to those things, those spiritual things.
I got you.
Those spiritual kind.
Verse 2, it says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Yep. Not on things on the earth, 'cause like the brother just said, those things are temporal, and the fashion of this world passes away. We know we're not gonna be here for long, bro. So why invest in a failing stock? You just setting yourself up for damnation.
That's it.
Climbing up the burning
Ladder,
Con.
I got one to back it up there.
Yeah, me too.
It's Matthew 6. Go ahead, brother.
Cause is Matthew 6, start verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Basically, it said, lay up not yourselves treasures. We're going to tell you what a treasure it means, to something that's value, that's rarely valued, you know what I'm saying? So basically, Yahushua was that was very legend. Yahushua speaking, he told you, don't value the things on this world. Because it said to be destroyed. And then, too, it can be taken away from you at any given time. It's not yours anyway. None is not ours in America, man.
So really, those things don't have any value.
They don't have any value.
It's here to be destroyed, bro. So it wouldn't make sense to try to hoard up and gather, earn a reputation in this world, money. We dead to this world for Yahushua sake, man.
Yeah, that's another thing, bro. Like, you probably get a job, a higher position job, that could be taken away from you seconds away, man. By somebody better or not, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you try to see a house, that shit could be burnt up, man. It be broken into. Car, you might get a car, man. It might get all type of maintenance on that shit, man. So it ain't way go. Shit can go wrong, man. Everything we get on this side.
We don't have no hope in the things of this world, man.
I got some.
Yeah, I got more on that. So, verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal.
So we work towards those things that can't be touched. Because once we earned it, it's ours. And that's the ultimate reward that we seeking and that we looking for. That spiritual, first and foremost, those crowns. Because after that, everything else trickles down after that. We're going to receive everything under that, dominion, power, respect, righteousness, for eternity.
Yeah, everything Jake want on this side, but even better, even more. You know what I'm saying? And then, we will have everlasting life, man. We will able to, enjoy those things forever and never, man.
You don't want the crumbs off the east side of the table. You don't want that. The hour's coming. You want the reparation.
Yeah, we want that divine reward.
That's it.
You had something, bro?
Yeah, I had that 2 Corinthians.
Yeah.
This 2 Corinthians 4:18, it says,
While you ready? Let me see. You said you started at 18?
Yeah.
You can start at 17.
This 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17, it says, verse 16, it says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Verse 17 says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
Yeah, because this is compared to the one of y'all could get Romans 8
and 18.
It's 8 and 18. But yeah, cause read that 17 over about
Verse 17 again, it said, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory."
Yeah, because that affliction is made light because the reward that we're going to receive is not even going to be compared to the affliction, to the things that we're going through. We're going to be compensated. We're going to be overly compensated, after after we get that victory for the things that we went through. Overly compensated. So we're going to get paid and overtime. So it's not even to be compared. That's why the affliction is light. The word of the Lord is not burdensome.
Which is, and if I can make a point real quick, which is all a part of laying up the treasures in heaven, man. Yeah. Right? Because like the brother said, we're going to get paid and overtime, right? But us laying up those treasures now, put in the stock in the kingdom of heaven now, all right? And when the kingdom of heaven comes, those who invested in it are going to get what? Back 100-fold, man. Mm-hmm. 10-fold, man. You know? It's going to be a large return on that investment, man.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be like, damn, we should have went through more than that. Yeah. This, like,
hey, what the scriptures say about it, it's going to be way better than how the scriptures put it, man. You know? It's going to blow our minds, literally.
Yeah, because we only can... to the ground, bro. We only could think so, far out. Like, we never experienced, being in these, these bodies or whatever,
right,
in the discarnation, but being in having sovereignty, being at one with the Lord, and perfect righteousness, sovereign dominion over the whole planet Earth, man. Not having to taste death again, so we can only explain it so far, right now. But once we experience it, it's gonna be mind-boggling.
Is Romans 8 verse 18. "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us."
Yeah. So that glory is not even to be compared to the things we're going through, the sufferings we're going through.
That's it. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. It said, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee." So that's what we slowly seeing. The Lord's putting these curses on the other nation. We know that these curses are going to be upon us when the Lord returns, but that's the vibration has changed. We see it right now. The one that was last is going to get ready to be first.
The rose is being reversed.
Just it.
Yeah, like saying in Surah 25. That's a joy. That we want to see, man. See a downfall of our enemies,
there
man.
You go. Yeah. So that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? So we seeing the Lord is constantly doing the mighty work. We seeing right now these prophecies right now lining up like clockwork. We knowing that our salvation is at the door. You got it.
Yeah, that brother on the comment board made a good point. He said we're no longer in the last days. We're in the final hours. Yeah, man, we're in the last seconds, man.
Last seconds of time.
The last seconds of time, the last seconds of Esau Edom rulership, man. All right, which is why it's more important than ever to hold fast. All right, which if I can bring this out, is Revelations 2:25. It says, "But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father."
You want to speak on it? You want to
break it down?
Read it one more time, bro.
This is Revelations 2:25. It says, "But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we holding fast. And that made me think about that that movie Chicken Little, when he say the world is falling. And the world, and nobody believed him either, but the world, Esau kingdom is literally falling, bro. Yeah. And we the only ones who could see it. So knowing that the world is falling, so so to speak, Esau's kingdom, we holding fast on our faith.
Yeah. Hey there, I was Israelite corner guy. What?
You got it.
Yeah.
I think you left off at 27.
It's verse 26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And this that word power. It says a power, the power of choice. Right now, keep in mind this is what Yahushua said he's going to give us, man.
Yeah.
All right, he said he's going to give us power over the nations. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, brother. Like I've been saying, y'all shot put the pillars on, man. Y'all shot put the pillars on, man.
Yeah, he about to break bread.
About to break bread. About to bless the God, son.
Bless the God, son.
New body, spiritual power, immortality. You know what I'm saying? You get it all. Yeah.
It says, yeah, but this back in the word exousia, when Yahushua said he would give power over the nations, it's the word power. All right, Strong's G 1849, exousia. It says the power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases, physical and mental power, the ability or strength with which one is endued, which he either possesses or exercises. It says the power of authority, influence, and the right of privilege, the power of rule or government, the power of him whose will and commands must be submitted to by others and obeyed universally, authority over mankind. Hey, but that's the point, man. All right, that the power of him whose commands must be submitted to by others and obeyed, man.
Power over mankind.
This is the power that Yahushua is getting ready to give to us, man.
Total divine dominion, bro.
Come on, man. Which is why he said, hold fast that which thou hast, man. Hey, this is what's coming to us, brothers. This is why we have to hold fast to it. You make a point?
Nobody tell you in Romans 8. Oh, y'all brought it out. Kind of slag. I'm just getting back.
It's Romans 8 verse 17. And if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahushua, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
We're going to be glorified.
As Romans 8 verse 17 again. If children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahushua, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
And we go through those sufferings for Yahushua, bro. I'm about to get this in Psalms 82 and 6. And you can read that one more time, brother.
It's Romans 8 verse 17. Yep. And if children, then heirs, and heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahushua, if so be that we may suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
Yeah, we're gonna be glorified together with him, because as it says in that Psalm 82, as it says, it's about to say in the Psalm 82.
In Psalms 82 verse 6, it says, I have said ye are gods,
yep,
and all of you are children of the Most High.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because we was as God, so when we get that, that reward, that's gonna come back around to us. We're gonna get that power and that dominion again. We're gonna be like as God, bro.
Those same ones that was with Yahushua in the beginning.
Yeah.
You see, we're going back to the old days, man, but on a higher level,
Yeah, we Yahushua's day one, Lord willing, if we don't be like, man. What Jake have his day one with him. That was went through the trenches with. You know what I'm saying? He go bless that man. Once he made it to to a higher stature, man.
We got a different kind of love from day ones. That's the ones when you make it. That's the ones you put on right. You put them on with you.
When you make it, they make it, man.
Yeah, you make it, they make it. Yeah.
And when we make it, hey man, Yahushua gonna be there to say, hey, your apartment died, man. how you say job? How you say job? Oh, he just gonna say Tawab, man.
Yeah, to up.
Good.
You know,
That's it.
Job well done.
job well done.
You gonna drink that new wine, man.
Your power by
Yeah, we gonna drink that new wine, man.
Yes.
That you say, that we always talk
Indeed.
about, man.
Hey, man, it's gonna be up from them, man. It's gonna be time to crack heads.
Yeah.
All right. Then you can go to you know, have your families, whatever. You know, the woman, everything gonna come with it, man. With that power that he gonna give us over the nations, man.
Yeah, man. Every day and night, man, it's gonna be a party, man.
Yes.
It's like a party, man.
And that power was that's him.
Yeah. Once you be submitted to.
Just to back up I got two actually real quick to back up that day one statement. This 1 John 3, I'm gonna start at the top. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yahweh. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But, and this is the point right here, we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. Like the brother was saying, anytime Jake get put on, the first thing you do is put on his boys, man. All right? When Yahushua comes back, the scripture says, I shall not meet thee as a man. So he's going to come back as an angelic force. He's going to make all his brothers angelic forces, man.
Yeah, like same day your boys suffer, I'm suffering as well. So hey, same day, hey, the Yahushua has suffered, we suffering, man. You know? Yeah, the hate, you know what I'm saying, that Yahushua was getting. Hey, we getting that same hate right now. You
That's
know?
the spirit of Jake, too. Like, when you, like the brother was just saying, when you suffer with your day one, like, I remember, like, this person was with me when I ain't have nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make a new day one. Like, you can't blow up and then get new day one.
Yeah.
Like, those people are around you because of what you have. In the kingdom, all of these heathen, these women, they're going to flock because of who we are then. But you have men that are suffering with Yahushua now without nothing. Nothing but faith. All we do is we believe in this. And that's enough. And Yahushua's going to look at that like, man, they with me. Those are my
Solid.
day ones. They solid.
Acceptable.
Acceptable men.
That's it.
Oh,
That's right.
You want to say something?
I was going to say, like it says in the scriptures, like the servant is not greater than the master. So it's the same thing that Yahushua suffered, we got to suffer too.
So you shall live godly, you shall suffer persecution. You're going to go do the same road. You got to pick up that cross. You got to keep pushing that straight gate.
You get that same reward too.
You're going to get that same reward. That's it. You got to keep rolling.
That's right. That's right. It's Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. And what shall we have therefore? So that's a question mark that Peter asked, hey, Yahushua, man. And we, hey, man, we just took everything what we did.
What we gonna get for this?
What we gonna get? And we gonna, you know what I'm saying? We just took all, man. We just took everything we work, you know, our occupation that we did in the world.
Yeah.
What we gonna get, man?
We hated everything else. We loved everything else less.
Yeah.
So, you know, families, you know, brothers put all kind of things in their life on the back burner for the Lord, bro. You know?
Con, as Yahushua said. And Yahushua said unto them,
This what we gonna get.
Con, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. It say that those that follow me in the regeneration, was that basically we were just saying that they won. So they, man, should pass laws, man. You know, we following Yahushua, yeah. We the same men today, Lord willing. Hey, bud, hey, they stand 10 toes down for the Lord. You know, hey, we gonna receive that power and dominion, man. Hey, we could be in the first ruling class, man. You know, Lord willing.
Execute the power of mankind.
Yeah. It said also, and everyone that has forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive a hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life.
Yeah, living that righteousness speaking, that fucking lifestyle.
Yeah.
We gonna lose what we gonna lose as long as we gonna lose our faith. As long as we gonna lose faith in the Lord, man. You got it? No, you good.
Con. Yeah, basically like we forsook all to gain all. In a sense, man. We lost it all today. Receive it all back, man. Even better and more.
And this is just a little glimpse of, how things gonna be in the times to come. You wanna say something? This is Isaiah 65:19. It says, I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And a voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more deaths of infants of days, nor an old man that had not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old. But the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them. We go to the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. It said we not going to have it. It said we not going to have the joy of children. It said our children shall die in the street, man. But this is a part of that power, that reward that's going to come with the coming of Yahushua to reward his servants, the prophets, man. It says they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of Yahweh, and the offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. So, amen, the Lord said he's going to give us what we ask for before we even say it, man.
I got one for you. This Job 33:24, he says, then he is gracious unto them and said, deliver him from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom. His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall return to the days of his youth. He shall pray unto his power, and he will be favorable unto him. He shall see his face with joy, for he will render unto man his righteousness.
So basically, yeah, like just back in that, but it's gonna be, you could be able to grow old and not having like wrinkles, like old wrinkles, having their old bodies, break it down. And basically, man, like to visualize that movie Hancock, man.
Yeah.
How he was old, he was like 80 years old, but he looked like he was 30 or something, man. Yeah. That's how we're gonna be, man. We're gonna be able to age. We're gonna be able to age, man. Live everlasting life.
He was centuries. The Roman Empire, all kind of shit, bro.
Still look young, man.
He looking like a young man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be able to change our appearance. Like Yahushua was able to change his face. Yeah, we gonna have powers on a whole nother level. These fiction movies that we be seeing, bro, we gonna outdo that 144 times over, man.
Of course, because it's gonna be perfect righteousness. We know we can't fathom. We so low down our minds. We so far to the ground. We can't fathom those. Having that kind of power.
Right.
Having all the curses lifted up off us. So we're gonna be on a whole nother level, spiritually, mentally. You want to say something?
Yeah, immortality is a future prophecy. Because the book holds a lot of future prophecies concerning the children of Israel. And most of them are what? Profitable into our nation, man. Right? It tell you, and I think Psalms 127, Baba Gashaba, brother can get that, about the nature which the Lord gonna revitalize the children of Israel with, man. All right? Which nature goes back to natural, or the what? The normality or normalcy, man. Right? This is not normal to have gray hairs in our beard, right? To be small of stature. That's why it's spoken about in the book of Esdras that, in the last days we'll be in those small statues, but we're going to return to our height, our glory, all right? And that's important because a lot of prophecies haven't came to pass yet, right? a lot of prophecies come to pass in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, so this book continues on. All right, it's a book of continuance. It actually says that, man. You know, because it goes from what, generation to generation. You know, that actually explains the state of the vitality of Israel, man. Y'all got the Psalms? Go ahead, brother.
Not one of jot or tittle will pass until all be fulfilled. So all like that fulfilled yet, man. So the law still stands, all right? You're still not supposed to eat pork. You're still not supposed to sleep with a man, all right? So Yahushua didn't do away with the law. He's coming to fulfill all. And that really ends with the kingdom of heaven, man. That's the ultimate fulfillment. It's the 12 tribes of Israel ruling on thrones. You got it, right? They're going to come out of it.
That's the end.
You got it? I'm going to find it. I was looking for something.
Okay. It's 1 Corinthians 15, and basically just backing up the brother, we say, man, we're going to see the immortality on this time, man, this lifetime. It's 1 Corinthians 15. I'm going to start verse 51. Behold, I will show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Yeah, what that means, that's basically like sleep will go to you, man, death. And basically, yeah, like scripture saying there's some men shall not taste death, man. You know, they'll be they'll be changed, man. They'll be changed at the blink of an eye, man. By those chariots, they can be changed. What did we get changed to? In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. It said in between of an eye, in that last trump. And what is that last trump? The look of destruction, man. That'll be that last trump, man. And once that sound, once that happen, that's when it said the dead shall be raised incorruptible. Hey, those that man that die in this truth, you know what I'm saying? Those that that's in the spirit world, you know, they could be the first to obtain their new bodies, man. Immortality. And then right after it said we shall be changed, man. We'll be changed, man. Once we beat on those chariots, man, we will be changed to immortality, man. That's what it's gonna say. For this corruptible must put on incorruption.
No. It said it might put on.
No, it said must put on incorruption. And this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible, you want to say something?
Yeah, that's why mortal men don't understand the changing in which the Lord gonna bless us with, man, through prosperity, through righteousness, man. A mortal man can't fathom he'll be immortal, because most people say what? YOLO, you live, you die. Yeah, you die. Every man died one day, but we know that there's what? Immortality, man. Only an immortal man can understand immortality, man. You have to be of that, you know, those things are not easily sought out, figured out, man. Oh, miserable.
So you're thinking about it, like when you read Ecclesiastes, like everything I build, I leave it to my son. Yeah, carnality. Everything I build, I leave it to my son. He'll mess it up. All right. Everything I'm doing is in vain. So the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, man. But once you come into the scriptures, you know you're going to live forever. You know you're going to reign forever. You get filled with a joy that's not of this world. The joy of this world is folly, man. That silly, that goofy countenance Jake have when he's doing pranks and just being silly. The joy of the scriptures is a manful joy, man. It's a contentment, knowing that you're going to have authority and dominion forever.
So when this corruptible shall put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Yeah, basically, man, once we put on those new bodies, man, we ain't got to worry about death. We ain't got to worry about, going off. But that's what leads us to death. No sin. You know what I'm saying? But committing number of wickedness, man. You know? But yeah, in the day, man, once we had the new bodies, man, we going to have lost that commandments, ruin our error parts, man.
Let's go by y'all. Yahuwah? Yahuwah, no, that's not the name.
That was it.
What's the nationality? What nation?
Well, I was my grandfather.
You guys? Okay, Syria or the Lebanon area.
Yeah. What? I was just curious because I was always told Jesus and God, so I was just my cousin was telling me it's a different name when we talk to him. So he says it's Yahweh.
Yeah.
No,
y'all just means he.
Y'all just means he, but the real name
Elohim.
No, that's not his name. The real name of the Lord is in the Hebrew is
It's
Yahweh.
4 cents. Yahweh.
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 Yeah, that's the name of the one.
So it's Yah then. Because
No,
they,
it just means he.
He means Yah.
Yah means he. Yah means he.
because they say like hallelujah, you giving praise to his name. So that's the one thing they keep into this day, hallelujah.
No, but I'm giving you the real name. The real name
Yahuwah.
is Yahweh.
Yahweh.
That's the big man.
But it goes by the 4 paleographic symbols.
Right.
It's like a man and
He is. He's
Right.
self-existent.
Right.
Right. But the name of his son is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yahweh Shai.
You're right. Bless. Y'all be
Hey,
blessed.
because I'm going before you go. When Paul was on his way, he was blinded for those 3 days.
Right.
What name? What was the language that called him?
They put
Remember when
different.
Paul was on his way? I think he was on the way to Damascus.
Right.
You remember he got knocked off the horse?
Right.
And it was a voice that called him.
Right.
What language did they call on Paul?
That's what I'm saying. At the end, everybody's gonna know their name.
Bring it out.
This Acts 22 and 6.
Right.
It says, and it came to pass that as I made my journey and was come nigh unto Damascus about noon, suddenly there shone from heaven a great light round about me. It says, and I fell unto the ground and heard a voice saying unto me, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? And I answered, 21. It's 21.
See, that's the name right there.
Right. It's Yahweh.
That's the name you need to remember. When he comes, that's who he's gonna go
26
by.
and 14. 26 and 14.
So if everybody that reads and studies, they're gonna know that name right there. That's the name.
Yeah, that's the name.
That's
It's
the
an ancient
name.
Hebrew.
So anybody that's studying and knows that name, when he comes, that's what you need to know.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling you.
That's
His name.
right.
Yeah, son. It's the son's name. That's what I've been telling you. His name.
Hallelujah.
No, it's Yahweh. It's not hallelujah. It's Yahweh.
But I'm saying
Son is
praise
name.
to
Son
his
name.
name.
So,
Hallelujah.
who are you praising? It's
Yah.
not, it's not Yah. Yah just means he. It just
Well,
means
go to
he.
Psalm. Go to Psalm 60.
I know where you're going at. That just means he.
Right.
That just means he.
Right.
All right? But Yahweh.
Yahuwah.
Yahweh. Yeah.
How you say it?
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Right. And
His
you have
son's name is Yahusha.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahusha.
Yeah.
Because I know that's correct, because if you look at all the prophets, it all has Yah in it. It's all with that name. Jesus has nothing to do with the actual name. J was made up in the 15th century.
Right.
You know? So if you know that right there, when he comes, he says everybody will know his name. That's the name.
Hey, give me the Lost Lunar Stone. Because even on the Lost Lunar Stone, it has in the ancient language like this, it has Yahweh and Yahweh Shai name on it.
Right.
You know?
Well, actually, it's ancient telegraph and then that.
Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah, and then that.
Right.
God bless.
All right, man.
I love y'all, man.
All right.
It always goes back to love, but they don't know the names. They know not what they worship. Because like the elder said, Yah just means the Lord have more, it's more to his name. His name means he is, he exists, he's the be. So all he got is part of the name.
Yeah.
We have the whole name. When the Lord gave Moses the name, he gave him, moreover, my name is Yahweh. All right, so now we know the whole name. In order to praise the Lord, you got to know his whole name and his son name, because you got to praise the Lord through his son name. That's why you got Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, meaning what? Yahweh coming in the name of Yahweh Shai. So we're all come in the name of Yahweh, bro. Judah, Yahweh, all right, which is what? Yahweh to praise, but how you praise the Lord? Through what? Fulfilling the law, which comes through his son, which was set for the atonement to come to die, which he sacrificed his blood for. So they don't know that, dude. They just say Yahuwah, Jehovah, all right? You know he was going to, right? You know? And then the heathen can't worship. Get John 4:22.
That's what the Jamaicans on the roster they go to. It's all the same Yah.
Yeah, it's gonna say Yah.
Like, of course.
It say Jesus Christ in there too.
Jah.
which means Savior, Anointed One. Right? That's what that would mean. That's a title. That's not a name. It's Greek, first of all.
What is his name? What is his son's name?
If thou can tell. And that's Greek. He spoke in the Hebrew, which lets you know he's Hebrew. He of the past, man.
That's why I brought out the X.
Acts 2.
That's why I brought the X.
No, you want the 26, right?
Come on, y'all.
Talking about the 26.
Go ahead, Go ahead. You got it. This is certain things you ask. Go ahead, read.
Acts 26 and 14. It says, and we were all fallen to the earth. I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
Right, now, Yahushua, he set up Apostle Paul as the apostle to the Gentiles. He could have spoken to him in Greek.
Yeah.
The Apostle Paul was he was a polyglot. He spoke multiple languages.
Yes.
Why did he speak Hebrew? Because this is the actual language. Like the individual went into, this is the Yah, the Ha, the Wa, the Ha, Yahweh. All right, the scholars call it tetragrammaton, which means 4 letters. But we know we're his sons, man. All right, if your father loves you, he's gonna tell you his name.
He ain't gonna give you syllables.
Yeah,
Right? And right now, that would just be syllables.
Yeah.
Right? We have the Lord whole name. Right? How can you praise him without knowing his name? There's no way to do that. You can't partially know the name, right? And even they're gonna have some men who know the name and they still don't get saved. He don't know that. Right? Because knowing the name don't justify you as part of the elect. But all the elect will know his name and they're gonna praise his holy name.
So even so, actually, the elect shall praise his holy name.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you look at it, the name is important, man. The name is the only reason we're being saved. It's not about works. So you have to have that name. That's the most important thing, is the name Yahushua.
He don't know what each character mean either. He is. He is. It's more. He exists.
Yeah, but the men of the law, they know his whole name because his reputation complements his name.
Yes.
So we gotta know that.
His word magnified, he magnifies his word above his name.
Mm-hmm.
But through his word, we know his name. His word is Yahushua, through him though. But see, Jake think, oh, you just reading it. Nah, it's more than that. Yahushua gotta knock and give you the name. And he gotta have you believe and having faith in the name. Right? That's to those in the household of faith, which Paul spoke about to those in the house of Achaia and different people. He was speaking to those in the household of faith. I'm gonna get that. Go ahead, brother.
If you don't have the name of the Lord, you really don't believe.
You don't got faith.
You got a billion people that so-called believe in the name Jesus, but what are their works?
Yeah, because even that account with those vagabond Jews, yeah. Like they'll try to call on, they said who Paul preachers. So they really didn't believe in it. They just heard Apostle Paul was saying that. They had more demons on them, man. Yeah.
You got people that watch the name of the Lord, they study us, they mimic us, they try to break down the scriptures like us, but they're really not working with them. The Spirit ain't dealing with them. So they just vagabond Jews that's trying to be like Apostle Paul. You got spirits on you.
Just read the when he bring it out in the Hebrew. Read when he came out the Hebrew and in the John. Get the John 4:22 too, brother. That's not. Tell him.
Back in Acts 14 and so like the 26 and 14, it says, and when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue.
In the what?
In the Hebrew tongue.
In the Hebrew tongue, not the Aramaic, all right, not the Greek, not the Latin, not English, in the Hebrew tongue.
It says, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
English, Yiddish, none of them.
And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahushua, whom thou persecutest.
Right, so he said his name in the Hebrew, man. I am Yahushua, all right? Now these people, they'll say, oh, the name don't matter, just as long as you believe. Well, no, you have to believe on the name. Going into that John, you got the John for the brother? You just gonna go
he got the John. And every time he revealed himself unto the prophets, he gave him his name, man. Right? When he was calling Samuel and he said the Lord was calling him, that was his name. And when he said Lord right there, he said Yahweh. They knew this name, brother. Then doing I forget his name, but when they begin to call on the name of the Lord, you know, from being Enoch, all right? from there on, they was aware of the name of the Lord, man. Even being the sons of God, it's still, you got to know through the Spirit they knew the name of the Lord, man. They have always knew. All right? When the Lord was speaking to Noah, Noah knew the name of the Lord, man. Come on, bro. No, go ahead, all right? We know. That's why Yahweh said, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22. It says,
This the same man that spoke to Paul in the Hebrew tongue. This him again. Go ahead.
red letters, Yahweh speaking. It says, ye worship, ye know not what.
Right. What is part of our worship, man? All right. What do you mean? Do we just get down on our knees and do this and this? All that don't mean that, man. Right? It's our belief. Okay? It's what we follow. All right. It's our culture. Right? You know, you go into that word culture. Go look it up. All right. Go ahead, brother.
It says, we know what we worship.
It said we know what we worship. We don't slightly. We have an idea of. We don't guess, right? No guesstimates, right? We are assured the things we have learned and believe in. We have assurance. Get it where it says those things that not mixed with faith. Baba Gashah. All right, go ahead, read it.
It says, for salvation is of the Jews.
So salvation is of the Jews, which Yahweh Shai thoroughly expressed in the book of Acts 5 that he died, and salvation is for who? The Jews. And in Acts 2, all right, that salvation is of what? The Israelites, man. Okay? So read that again.
It says,
come.
John 4:22 again, it says, ye worship, ye know not what.
Right, but who was he telling that to? All right? Do what? That was somebody that wasn't of our nation, man. So they don't know what they worship. Because if you don't worship Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity in his name, you don't know what you worship. You're worshiping an image. You're worshiping a God that's not a God, right? There's only one God, right? Go ahead, brother.
It says, we know what we worship.
We know. We have knowledge of. We have wisdom and understanding of it. Okay, go ahead.
For salvation is of the Jews.
It's of the Jews. The Jews consist of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The 12 tribes of Israel. All right? Salvation is unto them. Okay? It ain't to the whole world. Okay? When Paul sent out those letters, you go to those letters were scattered to what? The 12 tribes of Israel, where they were scattered at, man. Paul was going to the what? Matthew. They was all going to the lost tribe or the lost sheep of Israel. All right. Whenever the Lord was calling out to his people, he was going to his people. And you had to be of these tribes, man. That was scattered amongst the heathen. Go ahead.
This is.
That was it? Come on, go ahead.
Because Hebrews 4 verse 2.
Go ahead.
For unto us was the gospel preached.
Yep.
As well as unto them.
Yep. So this word goes out to everybody. All right? And even people in the faith. So how much more of this speaking in the faith, how much more if you ain't even get this understanding? Because it says, this shall go out to the ends of the world, then shall the end come. So it's getting preached to all nations. That's why the Lord said, go preach to all nations, because our people are scattered, right, through the diaspora, different put in different parts of the world, different.
They're gonna be looking like
in the Middle East. I was just about. I pointed to him.
Yeah, they're gonna be looking like. They're gonna be looking like
all nations.
Like that guy there. Yep. It's just the word and hooking me. He keep coming back.
He keep coming back. Yeah.
You know.
He said he lost his iPhone, but the Lord got him. You know, coming back.
Yeah. So he's coming back. Look,
he coming back again.
Can't resist, man.
Yeah.
Hey, your iPhone over here.
Yeah.
This is the iPhone.
Yeah, tracking. Yeah, this the tracking.
All right. And then, like I said, we always go into the Lord did that yesterday. The Lord made you think you lost your iPhone. Now you go over here.
Yeah.
You know?
It might be in that coat pocket. It's so the coat so big.
Yeah.
It's with him. It's on. But it's just tracking. He looking for it. It's everywhere he walking at. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. It's on. It's coming. Yeah. Go ahead. You better say the phone on him. He's just tracking it. And everywhere he go at.
Said, but the word preached did not profit them.
Yep.
not being mixed with faith.
Yeah, not being mixed with faith. So 2/3 of our people who come in this and can't retain it, can't get it. All right, they it's not mixed with faith with them. But the other nations cannot have faith. Brother, the other nations can't even have faith. No, at all. The Lord will have to cause them to because even when the Lord do deal with the other nations, he can make them believe, but salvation is not unto them. They still have to get ready for slavery, right? It's not granted unto them. So the Lord can help a nation just to help our cause. He do it whatever he please. It said the Lord sitting in heaven and do it whatsoever he please. So Jay gotta understand that. Well, he helped the land in the world. He helped. That was the Israelite. But you know, they'll come up with all he helped Rahab the harlot. It don't matter. She got a portion with the heathen. So when in the kingdom of heaven, she gonna be a heathen.
The heathen not given the essence of faith.
Yeah, they don't have the essence of it. Right? Even Nebuchadnezzar believed when the Lord made him believe. He made him believe. Like the Israelites is given, that's a part of their heritage to believe, to have faith. That's how you please the Lord, with faith. It's impossible to please him.
Without faith.
Yeah, and the other nations, so it's impossible to please the Lord because y'all don't get the faith part. Right?
But it also says, must believe that he is.
He is.
It doesn't say must believe that he.
Yeah, that he. Y'all
must believe that he is.
There's more. That's it. Come on. Y'all got something? Come on, go ahead.
Yeah, this is back up everything. This is the book of Isaiah 48. I'm gonna start at 9. It says, "For my name's sake."
Wait, brother, you said to back up everything. Yeah, go ahead. That's the truth.
Isaiah 48.
That's crazy.
Isaiah 48, I'm gonna start at 9. It says, for my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. So again, we're being saved because of the Lord's name, not our own works. This is verse 10. It says, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction, going into what brothers were saying about an hour ago. Like the whole first part of the sermon, brothers were going into how we're being refined through affliction. It says, for mine own sake, even for my own sake will I do it, for how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another. So the Lord's not going to give his glory to Jesus Christ. He's not going to give his glory to Yah. All right, that's just an abbreviation. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, it's not Jehovah, it's not Yahweh. These are names that the heathen call on. Like the brother said, the heathen can't even believe in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's why they have to call on these acronyms and nicknames.
You don't allow them to.
Yeah, you don't allow them.
You don't allow them to have his name in their mouth, right? It's dreadful. Yeah, they out. They are profane too, right? To be profane means outside the temple. So you're not worshiping the Heavenly Father if you're not in the spiritual temple, especially today. It's impossible for you to do that because you got to worship the Heavenly Father in spirit first, in truth. You know.
That's why these bug outs that follow us, these heathen, that try to debunk the so-called black Hebrew Israelites, they'll tell you, oh, that ain't the Paleo Hebrew, ain't the real Hebrew.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they following something that was made up, man.
Yes.
All right. Eleazar ben Yehuda, he made up modern Hebrew. He just made it up. So you're going to follow something that's clearly made up because the Lord put the spirit on you to not be able to call on that name. All right. You can't call on that. You can't call on Yahweh Shai, man. These names belong to us, man.
Because it's what? It's first of all, the Lord name is Paleo goes in ancient, right? It goes into the ancient Hebrew. They dealing with modern age everything, man. The Lord name been the same since it never changed, man. Right? So we're dealing with what? That of the past, which Hebrew means the past. So you're dealing with the past. It's the past. He's the Alpha and Omega. So he's the past and the beginning and the end. So his name is the same from the beginning to the end. Go ahead. He's the same, yeah. And you got it in Malachi 3 and 6. And you got Hebrews 13 and 7. Go ahead.
It's Zephaniah chapter 3.
I'm going to give it back to you now.
And it reads, For then I will turn to the people a pure language.
Yeah, what's that pure language? The Lashawan Kodash, man. All right?
It says,
The what? The pure Hebrew. Go ahead.
and not tainted, not diluted.
Yeah, it's not
no,
diluted.
pure.
We got the real language, man.
That's right.
We speak English, but we got the Lord name. We got his pure, and we got that pure in the Hebrew, man.
Right.
You have to have that pure to get saved. So if we don't have that, have retained it, we're not going to be able to call on that name, man. All right, go ahead.
It reads that they may call upon the name of the Lord.
Yeah, so you can call upon the name of the Lord, but you have to have the right name.
That pure name.
A pure, then it's pure, because it's set apart, it's holy. Right? And the Lord tell you in Leviticus that he have severed us from other people so we can call on his name, man. All right? Well, we wouldn't remember.
How can his name be pure if the heathen can call
If the heathen can call on it, that defiles it. Are you read it that it can't? His name can't be polluted. You know? Go
A
ahead.
little bit more, it says to serve him with one consent.
Yeah, so what's the one consent? For salvation. That's the end game. Right? We got consent to serve the Lord unto salvation, man.
So if I can say, hey, just like that dude with the big jacket, he said he believed us, but you can believe all you want if you don't have that one name, right? It don't matter.
Get Acts 12 and 4, brother.
I got it.
Come
We all
on.
got that.
Yeah, everybody holding out. it is what it is.
Because Acts 4 verse 12.
Come on.
Neither is there salvation in any other.
Yeah, so there's no salvation in any other, man. What do you mean by this? So there's no other way whereby you can get saved, man. That bit just took hold of him. Go ahead.
It said, for there is none other name under the sun given amongst men, whereby must we be saved.
So what's under the sun? That's here, in this place, right? Which translate to the heavens. You know, and moreover.
Give me the scripture, pray ye the search of your father.
See the Jeremiah 6.
Give me Numbers 1 and 8.
They got Jeremiah 6 and 16 on. Let's look at the old pads. It may be that one. Bring you out the search. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He got it. Tell him the question. The question
The question is if I'm not on board with him, 12 tribes.
Yeah, Job 88. Be quiet, D.
I get
That's
salvation.
bring out the Job 6. Jeremiah 6 and 16.
So salvation is based on your lineage, it's not based on your skin color.
Right.
So just because you look a certain way doesn't mean that you
So nobody knows where they actually from.
well, we know through the spirit, through the scriptures. That's why we so heavy in the Bible, because the Bible
Not based on.
So give Romans 8 and 14.
exactly.
Yeah,
Romans
I've
8
been
and
reading
14.
out but I'm just coming to this last week. And I keep the Sabbath on the Sabbath.
Give Romans 8 and 14.
And I mess up, but they say I'm not fully surrendered to be baptized to really
His actual name.
exactly.
So we saw his name.
But until I do that, then I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, let's do one thing at a time. First, we're gonna deal with your lineage. Brother got the numbers.
We got the numbers,
back to my
but we got the
question,
Job
if I'm not
8 and
in
8.
that,
Quiet.
There's
Search
no
it out.
salvation. But if you are Israelite and you look like a heathen, you have to believe on the name. The name is the only thing that can save you.
You better cross your eyes, cross your toes and your fingers, and hope that you help Israel. You know?
But it's possible.
Blessed are
When you read the scriptures, the Israelites were scattered across all nations. Everywhere there's people, there's Israelites. And they're gonna look. Some of them look Chinese, some of them look Arab.
It's all because they didn't do the right thing.
Right. They transgressed the laws.
Yeah.
Let's get that numbers.
Get that number.
I got that. This number's 1 and 18. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their poles.
Right. Now, in the Bible, your pedigree, which is your lineage, is based on the house of your father. It's not based on your skin color. It's not based on a geographical region. Because people migrate. Just because you're from one area doesn't mean you descend from a certain person. So if you have a child with someone.
My question is, throughout the Testament, if you love your father, how do you love him? sleepless commandments.
Exactly.
So one of the first four commandments, first commandment is to love him. How you love him? Keeping his law, keeping his commandments. So
Who the
keep
commandments
the
given to
Sabbath.
you? Who the commandments given to you?
The commandments are given to the prophets, right?
First people. These people are the Israelites. He gave his laws to the Israelites through Moses. So you can't keep the commandments if you were never given the
So
commandments.
that's why I'm having trouble keeping the Sabbath.
No. Everybody breaks everybody sins. We're sinners. But you have to be an Israelite to keep to be saved.
You keeping the Sabbath on that day, but actually we keep the Sabbath based how it's supposed to be based on the new moon.
Right. So your first month would be like actually in April if you're doing that.
Sometimes March.
Sometime
Right.
March, April, but you on to it.
Right.
It's based on month
Right.
means moon.
Right.
Moon
And it's
means month.
80 you think it's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
month.
right.
And then
We're totally off topic.
huh?
We're
Well,
off
so
topic.
much.
We got
I
the
love that
scriptures-
y'all
we got the
come.
scriptures
You know,
for
it
you.
also says anytime you gather in his name, he is amongst
Yeah, this
us.
is real
And I
church.
feel his presence right now, too.
Yeah. Well, give me that real quick. Let's go with what you asked earlier. The one about pray thee.
He got it. He got it.
This Job chapter 8, verse 8, it says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to search of their fathers."
Yeah, so the most important thing I would say to you right now is to try to search back what your forefathers were, what your dad's dad, or little parents.
Well, that's the scary thing, though. What if I find out I'm not a part of that tribe? One of the tribes. Then there's no hope for me?
Oh, man. Well, that's not for me to determine, all right? Because that's Matthew 13. Matthew 13 is for the chariots and the weeks. That's for the angels and for the Lord to do.
Yeah.
Now,
And if you
for
hear
you,
the word, you got to keep it.
we so
You
like
can't
say,
be on stony ground.
We got the Romans. You got it.
yeah. So say tomorrow you begin to constantly keep coming out and listening, and then you wanna do what we do.
Right.
It's not for me or nobody else to determine what are you believe it based on faith, right? So by faith it's only so only by faith you'll be continuing to do what we're doing. Now the angels gonna be the ones that determine what it is.
Well, I think now do I have this interpreted wrong? So when the son comes back, he's going to reign for 1,000 years. And David is going to be king on the earth. And the ones that kept his commandments and everything, they actually, y'all will be the judges for 1,000 years.
No,
Do you believe
it's
that?
going to be forever.
Okay.
Actually, that means it's going to be forever.
Right.
So we're going to be the governing body, the prophets.
Right. Because the world didn't know him, and then y'all doing what he's supposed to do, and the world doesn't know y'all still on it. You know what I'm saying? That's when everybody's going to go.
That's right. It's true. You got it. You got it.
Hallelujah.
Right. So, like I said, and it is just not us. You have men in every state. The Lord have men in other countries doing what we're doing.
Right.
Just the end. It's the end time.
It is.
Every
And
time.
he's drawing his people at the end.
Right.
There's a falling away, and now they're coming back.
That's right. You got it, man. You got it.
Y'all
Hey,
say
you got. I know you had a situation with your phone, but
well, no. So listen, my phone got stolen last night. My buddy lives right here. I'm waiting for the mailman to. As soon as he can lose my iPhone, I'm coming back.
You live here?
Y'all
You live here?
I live in Lafayette. When I come, I'm in New Orleans.
We got a camp in Lafayette.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Put me on. Give me on the spirit.
Yeah, hey, we're gonna bring them scriptures out that he wanted to,
Yeah, as soon as I get
Hey, read the Job 8 and 8. We gonna continue the edification on it because you make a good question. Yeah,
Because Job chapter 8, verse 8, it says, "For inquire, I pray thee."
How you inquire? All right, you gotta go to the Jeremiah 6 to inquire about something. Is to seek diligently and to search diligently until deeply, right? Go ahead.
It says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age."
Of the former age, right? Go ahead.
"And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers."
Yeah, so searching for your father, just going back to your what? Tracking your lineage or your heritage, which we got to be able to track ourselves from Adam all the way to where we at. And you can. You got biblical resources, which the Bible is a map. It's also a map. It tells you where we was, where we went to, where we exited from, right? Where we exit out of Egypt, went into here, exit out of our homeland, ran into Africa. It tells us what? The wheres and to who, the who, what, where, whens, and why. We got all of the questions, man.
It's full of answers.
The Bible has answers, all right, for every question. That's what, you know. So it's even a navigator for our for answers to the, because the Bible can answer every question. All right,
Everyday life.
Yep, everyday life. Okay, so our fathers today are what in America? We're in different parts of the world too, right? But when you search for our fathers, elders, different people coming back in their lots, right? They're in America. Okay, they're scattered all over the four corners because our people are Hosea 8 and 8, right? In a vessel. Okay, but what? We're amongst the heathen. All right, but still in all, we can find ourselves in the Bible and locate ourselves today. So that's a spiritual GPS, right? Everybody using it, the phone. You see people walking, they doing this when they get to the corner. Well, we're using the Bible as guidance, man. All right. And so what? Huh?
I was about to say those phones could lose connection.
Yeah, when this lose connection, then you ain't gonna know who you is, where you at, right? You ain't gonna know nothing, man. Like on the movie last night, she couldn't find her daughter. They had to go through a military search, but you ain't gonna even be able to do that. We just do a spiritual search of our fathers, and we can track them back through kings, right? Different judges, right? We can find our what? Our heritage, man. Go ahead.
Different captivities too.
Yup.
And one way we do it too is identifying through the
Genesis 49.
through different clues of how the tribes are, man, how they act, the things they into, man.
Yup.
Right, and which aligns up with our spirits, man. Everything is spiritual now.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He got that. He got that too. He got that for you. Go ahead. This is what you want.
This world based everything on color, physical, tangible things, but the scriptures deal with the spiritual, man. Right? I'm just happy that I believe that I'm an Israelite, man.
Yeah.
We'll deal with the tribes and shit later, you know.
Right, brother.
As long as I'm in, I don't care.
Yeah, that's the
Right?
main point. That's the main point. We got that. Yeah, we've been holding that. Yeah, brother. It's on. No, you good.
Okay.
You on his spirit. You on it. Go ahead. We had this for him, but he kept jumping around. He was jumping around, and that's why I said we still bring it out. Go ahead.
Because Romans 8 verse 16, the spirit itself bear witness
Yeah.
with our spirit.
How can it bear witness, man? All right, it's identifying. It's making identification on something, man, through the spirit. That's why I say the spirit itself. So the spirit don't mix with the carnal. It don't mix with the carnal. The carnal is the carnal, the flesh, and the spirit is something different. Right? Go ahead.
It said the spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Right. So the we goes into what? These nation of people that's scattered. Right. So you got a brother right there pretending he's been here over. I will tell you, the spirit don't have. If this not for certain people, they're gonna be offended by it. Right? Yahweh said, blessed is he that's not offended. Most of you look at those other nations that look like other nations, and the jakes come up, right? Other nations, they're going to be gone. They're going to wag their hand, be offended. Because the spirit is what? Is cutting their spirit, man. Yeah, he been here. He believed. He wholeheartedly believed too. Yeah. Because they believe. Didn't Titus grandmother and it was Titus? Timothy, my bad. Timothy. So like, yeah, aunt and mom believed, man. You know?
The father did believe that.
Yeah, but he was an Israelite.
Yeah, he was
It
an
don't
Israelite.
matter. Yeah, come on.
No, but
The grandmother.
the Israelitish woman they called him, his father was a Greek. So
Was a Greek.
His father
Oh, he was a
resonated
Greek.
with the Greek fashion.
Con.
But he still was an Israelite.
He was an Israelite, yeah. Go ahead, there's more. You got the Jeremiah 6 and 16? Go ahead, read that real quick. And then I'll give it to you.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 16.
Go ahead.
It says, thus said the Lord,
Yeah,
stand ye in the ways
yeah.
and see and ask for the old paths.
So the old paths goes back to the search of our fathers. The old paths is what lead us unto today, that we would know that of old. You got to know the past, right? The Lord requires us to know the past. He required that which is past. That's how you judge all matters, so we can know what future, what direction to go in. You can't just be traveling and don't know where you came from. That's not the way it works, man. Go ahead.
And if we searching out those old paths of the spirit, what they say when the subject, the prophet,
The spirit of the
prophet
subject
subject to the prophet.
yeah.
subject to the
So
prophet.
if the spirit is subject to the prophets, then back then, if we those men, we just searching out ourselves.
That's it. You got a Lord like his judgment until a reign. So
We just remembering
you're
ourselves.
remembering yourself
Yeah.
in the land of their captivity. And we the ones in captivity. These are the people in captivity, man. All right? And we align with, through the spirit, brothers, you align with these people, man. It ain't no coincidence. We ain't just out here calling ourselves something. We have no idea what we calling ourselves, man. Our people are poor, oppressed. We meet all the criteria of what the Lord chosen people is today, of what they was of old, back in Deuteronomy, when the curses was put on us. All right, we meet that criteria today. So it's hard to be like, well, these not the people of the Lord. Okay, that's not the people of the Lord, then who is? Right? Because the people are claiming themselves to be the people of the Lord in the land, they false imposters, man. They don't fit none of the prophecies, man. It contradicts the Bible. And we know the Lord is not a man that he should lie. Go ahead, bro.
No, all the confusion.
Yep.
It says, where is the good way?
Yeah, the good way.
And-
Which is the right way. Go ahead.
And walk therein,
Yeah,
and ye shall find rest
yeah.
for your soul.
Then that's how we found rest into our souls, man. It gave us peace. Which, that's when Yahushua came unto us. He's what? He's shalom. He's the peace. He's the rest. All right? The king of peace. So we got the peace when we found the wisdom. We found out who we was of old, that the kingdom of heaven, dominion, immortality is coming into us, and that gave us rest, man.
All
right.
said that. He said the truth shall make you free.
The truth shall make you free. Like when you handcuffed and in bondage, the only peace of mind we get is the scriptures, right? Is a comforter. So when you in jail, which we are in jail, we still in prison according to Isaiah 42:20. We're spoiled, all right, and in prison. We're actually found in the hands of the man that stole us, according to what? Exodus 21:16. We're actually in the prison, in the pit, man. Snared.
Free spiritually.
Yup, but free spiritually. All right, go ahead. There's more.
And it says,
Go ahead.
but they
You
said,
got it. Now.
we will not walk therein.
Yeah. So we're not walking therein. Then what? We got the curses in which they still on us today. The curses are not off us, but we have remembered ourselves and what? We surely starting to come back to the Lord, which we have came back. All right, and that's why you see this phenomenon happen where men are rising up in all four corners of the earth, what? Praising the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That wasn't coincidental, it was prophetic. Go ahead, brother.
That's another sign too. That's showing we are those people.
We those
Giving
people.
up all those churches.
In those last days, they shall what? Of what? Jeremiah 28:8 tell you, right? Of pestilence. They're going to be preaching of wars, pestilence, and what? The end time to come, man. The prophets get raised up what? Last, man. Along with the apostles. They should come forth last, and then what? Tell the world of judgment. And now you see, it say your eyes shall see your teachers. So you see the apostles of the earth. All right? True that sprung up, man. That had been so long without fruit, it done sprung up. Go ahead, Nahar, you got it, bro.
Go ahead. You got it.
It's like what the brother was saying about a heathen is not going to be able to stand in the presence of the Lord and deal with the scriptures. This is why it says, this is the letter to the Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So the scriptures cut you, man. If you were heathen and you standing up here, you're going to be cut by the judgment of the heathen. You're going to be really cut by the promises given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because the heathen ultimately hate these people. If you a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, you have enemies. Your enemies don't want to hear about you ruling on thrones. So that's gonna cut you. You're gonna walk away. You're not gonna hang around for an hour asking questions about the Bible, right? Those are Jakes. You got it, right?
All right, it's Judges 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing waters.
And that drawing waters represents captivity, slavery.
It shall, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his village in Israel. There shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates.
Yeah, so those same men, you know, the same men that we, you know, it's a lot. I'm losing my train of thought.
Yeah,
Read it one more time. Bro.
It's in the place of drawing waters, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his village in the Israel. There shall the people of the Lord go down to the gate.
Yeah, and that's what we doing. We rehearsing the righteous acts in our captivities. Those same people this day. And it's gonna say that in the
guy, Israelite, standing on the other side right now, who's an Israelite foreigner, and you know, I was talking to him on the side, you know, about, he was talking to me about his situation. You know, he looks like a heathen nation, but the Spirit bear witness that he's an Israelite, and then the Spirit, you know, had the conversation, you know, shifted that, just showing that this is a highly spiritual thing taking place. You know, the Most High is doing his thing, you know, sifting out the elect, while, you know, the 2/3 and the wicked of our people are going to get judged. Like you said, with the heathens as well, that when they hear this word, they're cut by it. They're getting cut spiritually, but then that physical cut is coming. So just
real quick, they didn't know each other too. Like that was the Lord that set that up. You know? You had him come out, and then you had the Jake walk up, like totally unrelated, seemingly, but it was spiritual because him coming up went in the whole topic of the Israelite foreigners.
But this is Baruch chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 31. And shall know that I am Yahweh their power. For I will give them an heart, which is speaking of your mind, your spiritual mind, and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity. You know, the land of drawing waters, you know, cutting wood, being in slavery. And think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before Yahweh. You got it.
Yeah, that's us remembering our heritage and turning back to the Lord. Because ultimately, those people who are in captivity, those curses fall on the Israelites. You know, so we just returning unto our heritage that we was once, you know, one with.
Hey, you can't be a part of something or know something that you never knew.
Yeah, it's like you can't remember something you never knew.
I gotta get that Ephesians 2:12. Somebody get that in the Strongs. Get that word commonwealth.
Okay.
Real quick, just going back into what the brother brought out in that Baruch, we're in the land of our captivity, and the heathen ultimately want us to stay here, man. That's another telltale sign that somebody's a Jake. They want to get the hell out of here, man. That's it, right? You have a lot of our people, 2/3 of our people, they're counted as heathen because they want the heathen to still reign, man. Why the hell would you want to stay in a place where the air is polluted, the water's polluted, the food has all kind of chemicals in it?
Surrounded by death.
Yeah, surrounded by death. Weirdos.
Edom and Moab ruling over.
Yeah. Bro, you got heathen ruling, man. They're not fit to rule the earth. So, you know, if you see somebody and they're ready for the kingdom, man, just hey. That's a good sign. They're on the right track, like the brother said.
You know, it's crazy. We just was that was on the money call. We just was talking about how why wouldn't you condemn a person who, you know, just that can't come, looks like another, you know, nation. We just went into that as a spirit too. I just wanted to make that point. Because we just was talking about that on the call.
Everything you were talking about was what I was talking about, you know, the brother on the other side right now. You know, he said he was dealing with, you know, black only Israelites that were just saying, "Oh no, there's no way you could be an Israelite." But I'm talking over with this man, and you know, he going into the Lashawan Kodash, like he clearly the Spirit bear witness he's an Israelite. So this is a highly spiritual thing taking place.
It's only a spiritual man's gonna understand that. If you're a black only Israelite in 2024, it's almost 2025. You're still like you bugged up, man. The Lord is gathering his elect, man.
That's it.
You got it in the holy.
This Deuteronomy 23, verse 7. It says, "Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou wast a stranger in his land."
Yeah, that's the 23 and 7. Yeah, the 23 and 7. You know, that was kind of what they did to Brody.
Clerical
Yeah,
error.
it's an error. But yeah, but we know what it's talking about because they have Israelites, you know, that live in, you know, other nations, and because we scattered. So you may have Israelites that look like, you know, the other nations, but you're still not supposed to condemn them. You're supposed to go by the Spirit, because it could very well be another Israelite.
Yeah, we're going to say we're abhorrent means a abomination. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's saying right there, you're not supposed to look at Israelite that look like Edom or look like an Egyptian, because that's an abomination, man. He's still Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Going back to it, you know, through the Spirit, man. You know.
Yeah, that scripture that mean hate. Like the brother said, the word abhor does not mean hate. It means you detest something as if it's unclean. Like you abhor your wife while she's on her cycle. That doesn't mean you hate your wife. You're not supposed to abhor believers that look like other nations, because we were sojourners there. All right, everywhere that there's people, there's Israelites. So in these last days, matter of fact, brother, get what is that? Joel 2nd chapter, to pour out His Spirit. Yep. All right, you have people from all walks of life that are going to have visions. They're going to see the destruction of America. They're going to see the missiles hitting this place, and a lot of those are Israelites. All right.
This Joel chapter 2, verse 28. "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my Spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions."
We saw that with that so-called movie. You can't call it a movie. It's a pilot of a TV show masquerading as a movie called Homestead. You know, one of the little girls in the so-called movie, she was having visions, and they came to pass. And that's what's happening now, man. You have a lot of people dreaming about the missiles. They're dreaming about the destruction of this place, because the Lord's coming back, man.
That's it.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Because 1 Samuel 16, verse 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not unto his countenance or on his height of his stature, because I have because I have refused him, for the Lord seeth not as no man seeth. For man looketh upon outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on to the heart.
Yep, on the heart, the mind, and then what, the spirit. Because you might, even though you may look a certain way, your spirit might be right.
Yeah.
You might be an Israelite according to the spirit. So the Lord looking on the spirit and not the outward appearance.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of these jigs do, man. That's why they say, oh, all black. You know what I'm saying? Israelite gotta be a dark skin like Wesley Snipes, man. You know what I'm saying?
You can actually have, look just like the Israelite, just like we was in Egypt, the Egyptian and all that. We look similar, but it was through the spirit,
Yeah, the Lord put a dip.
They put a dip between the Egyptian and what that is? That's the 11 and 7. Yeah, so that you can look just like us, walk like us, talk like us, but the spirit is really gonna make you're gonna make the cut. The spirit gonna draw you, but through the word.
It's not about what we see. It all comes down to the spirit.
There you go.
Cause just like you look like an Israelite, but you're a heathen, man. The spirit, man. You see many exampps, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't about afros and what I'm saying, and big kahunas and stuff like that.
Melanated.
Melanated.
Man.
Yeah.
Like I say, the Lord gonna do more and more examples like that, just to confound those other camps, man. Like it's a magnificent work, But
he said to Habakkuk, I'm a work of work in your days, which ye shall not believe, though it be told to you, man. Hey, man, the Lord is getting ready to send an influx, like the brother alluded to. That's right. An influx of these Israelites that scattered among these different nations, man. You know? But I got a quick precept. This Isaiah chapter 11, verse 10. It says, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. All right, we know that's talking about Israelite foreigners, man. It says, verse 11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed from Judah, from the four corners of the earth. Got it.
Yeah, and the scriptures, bro, that's easy. Because a scoffer read that and say, oh, that's to the Gentiles, that's to the other nations. But then at the end it says the outcasts of Israel.
Yeah.
So it's still talking about Israelites that scattered abroad, across the four corners. Yep. You get that too.
And this, if I can say, this is that ensign that the Gentiles are seeking, man. All right, starting with the apostles on down, man. Coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shah.
It's James 1:1. And James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shai, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Read.
Yeah, because we everywhere. Israelites everywhere.
That was one of the curses, man. That Lord will scatter us, man, throughout all the four corners of the earth. Yeah. That was one of the curses.
Get that. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. I got you. This is 1 Peter 1:1. It says, Peter, an apostle of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right, this is a letter. All right, it's an epistle that Peter wrote. It says, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. Amen. So the Israelites were scattered throughout mingled amongst every nation, man. All right, throughout all different parts of the world. All right, this is why the scriptures include the four corners, man. All right, it's not a black only thing. All right, this is for those that are scattered throughout, man, because the Lord is going to save those Israelite foreigners as well, man. Those who believe in the gospel, Go ahead, bro.
You want to Deuteronomy? This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64, it says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Hey, he said he's going to scatter us among all people, all right? All of the different nations, man. You see, this is a curse. So if we identify with the curses, so does the Israelite foreigners. This is how you identify yourself as an Israelite, man. See, keep going.
It says, from one end of the earth, even unto another, unto the other.
From what?
From one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Yep. And we did that. We went off. We were scattered. And we went off and we served idols, as it says in 2 Corinthians 12 and 2. You could get it. Bring it out. What it says is that's the idols which you were led.
Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. This it might be First
Corinthians 12 and 2.
Oh, that's the second.
Yeah, that's first.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1. It says, now concerning the spiritual gifts, brethren, I will have not you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led.
Nah, that's how you know that's talking about Israelites, because a heathen can't be, commit what is called, bro?
Man.
What you say about
It can't, a heathen can't
idolatry.
Yeah.
Idolatry. A heathen can't commit can't commit idolatry because they can't serve them. They have no. The Lord is not their power.
The law is not given to them.
Yeah, it's not given to them. So you know that's talking about Israelites that went off, right? Yeah, it says you know that you were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols. Yeah, we had to be carried away unto those things because why? The Israelites, we serve the Lord. The heathen can't serve the Lord, so they was never. You know, it's not talking about any heathen. Yeah.
Carried away from the true power, man.
Your inheritance.
Our
Your
heritage.
heritage, man.
Yeah.
Got that Ephesians the brother called for earlier.
Ephesians 2. Come.
It's a letter to the Ephesians, chapter 2. I'm going to start at 10. It says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai unto good works, which the Most High had before ordained that we should walk in them. Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called circumcision in the flesh made by hands," which goes back into the Acts, which we just went into. When you read Acts the 21st chapter, you had these niggas that they wanted to kill Apostle Paul because he's bringing Greeks into the temple. But those were Israelites. So in their mind, okay, this is not an Israelite, so you're defiling the temple. They weren't spiritual at all. Right? That temple was destroyed. Right? This is a spiritual temple being built, and it says, verse 12, that at time ye were without Hamashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope, and without the Most High in the world. And you had that other Israelite foreigner. He came up. He's inebriated, but you can see he had no hope without the Lord. He was like, so if I'm not on that sign, I'm gonna be. I don't have a chance of salvation. No, he was afraid. All right, if you're not in the truth, you don't have any hope because America's about to be destroyed. So if you're not covered in Yahweh Shai's blood, you're gonna be destroyed with this place. What hope do you have if you're not of the elect? So you're gonna get on a plane, fly somewhere else that's gonna be destroyed. You're gonna get a disease, a strange illness. You're gonna ultimately y'all are gonna take the CHIP, all right, the mark, the MOTB, all right, that grain of rice in your right hand or your forehead, and you're gonna be destroyed. The Lord gonna kill you himself.
Yeah, because you can't escape the judgment of the Lord. It's gonna wash the whole world. They ain't gonna miss those particular places. But the whole world gonna be covered by the judgment of the Lord. Ain't no running from it. Yep, you got something. Y'all brothers got something?
I got something, yeah. It's Hosea 8, verse 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be amongst the Gentiles as a vessel wherein no pleasure.
Yep.
God, that's exactly the point, man. You know, Israel, man, they are swallowed up, man. By not having their heritage, man. Not knowing their nationality, not knowing the law, statutes, commandments that was given unto them.
Not knowing the name.
Yeah, they're among these Gentiles, man, living after the Gentile customs, man. You know?
Hey, Judah said how Israel was when it was at one with their power. Couldn't be stopped. All right, undefeated, man. But look at us in the state. What happened to us in this present day? Look at our people now. All right, look at the condition our people are now by not seeking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, not following the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability, which they were given, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
I got a precept. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 6, and it reads, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahweh to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you." So backing up everything these brothers were saying, right? Once we, went off, we stopped following the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Hey, pretty much, the Lord dealt with us, man. Right? He put us in punishment, put us, in a jail sentence, man. You got it. Shit, I could jump over what that is, to chapter 3 and verse 8. And it's also, like the brother was saying, how you identify who the children of Israel using the Bible. Right? This says Baruch 3 and 8, and it says,
Behold, ye are yet this day in our captivity, ye where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of your fathers which departed from the Lord. I keep going down. Verse 9, it says here, Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understand wisdom. How happened it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, and that thou art waxing old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with debt? And that's the very same thing that's, we see day in and day out, man.
They said they've been defiled with debt. Was they that represent these heathen nations, man?
Yep.
But how are they dead? Because they don't have the law, statutes, commandments, man. That's how they being dead. Like I say, man, we're being made alive, man. We're being made alive today because we return back to our heritage, man. Rehearsing the righteous acts, man. Lost statutes, commandments.
Yeah, when was that?
That was 3 and 8.
You would jump to 4 and 1.
All right. This is Baruch 4 and 1, and it reads, "This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. All that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die."
Yeah, it said, this is the book of the commandments, man. All that keep it, all right, the understanding, the wisdom shall come to life. As it says in Proverbs 21:16, which backs you up, what you said.
Yeah.
The wandering out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation
of the dead. Yeah.
You see? So if you don't, or you depart from this book of the law, it says you're gonna die, man. All right? You're gonna be spiritually dead. But y'all got it.
Yeah, that's the majority of our people, man. Our majority of our people is spiritually dead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the law is waking up his elect, man. They'll be brought back to life, man. Be quickened by life, man. But hey, man, God's giving that faith of Yahushua, believing on Yahushua, who he is. And they, man, we are rehearsing the righteous acts, man. Following the scripture, man, to the best of our ability.
You can read that Baruch 3 and 8,
This line got jumped off, but I couldn't get it back.
My brother says
You
it's
want to say
too
something?
I'm just saying it's too hard.
Huh?
Too hard.
This Baruch chapter 3 verse 8 again, and it reads, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our power."
Yeah, and that's another thing. We know for certain that the Israelites are subject to payments. We poor. You could get that Haggai 1 and 6 too, because that's something that we suffer for. Majority of us.
I can tell you that was one of the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter.
Yeah, but we gotta go to the enemy for the once of all things, man. Like everything, we pay for. It's just even more and more we gotta pay for, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta pay bills and all that stuff. Then something goes wrong, we gotta pay this and pay that. That's what it means to be subject to payments, man. We can never have enough.
You got that?
You got a Haggai?
You got that, brother?
What you got?
The Haggai 1 and 6?
Yeah, I got it. This Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6, it says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes." Haggai 1 and 6 again, it says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes."
They feel like we work just to pay bills, bro, and that's it. And that's all we can do, bro.
It's like putting a bag with holes in it. Like as soon as you put something in there, it's gonna fall off. It's like the quicker we get paid, the quicker we gotta give it away.
This is out of the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 4, and it reads, "We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest." You know, and go ahead. You can pray. Nah, but yeah, it was going into we drink our water for money, which there's water all around us, but yeah, we have to go to this devil to his stores and purchase water. Right? We have to purchase basically things that's supposed to be free. And it says our necks are under persecution, which it is. Right? This devil, well, the brother Kaya, he always say now he made a very good point a while back. If you had a neck of something, you have full and total control over it. God damn. You know, you have full control over it. Right? And this devil have his foot on our necks, man. And it says we labor and have no rest. Yeah, and hey, that brother was just telling us what happened with him yesterday. That brother was working for what, like 16 hours, huh? Yeah, that's sick, bro. We have no rest. Then got to get up and go to work again the next day. You know? You got it, huh?
Yeah, yeah, we slaves. We heavily oppressed. You know? But though spiritually we've been set free by the word of the Lord. Yeah, y'all got any?
The elder brought up Matthew the 13th chapter, but letting the tares and the wheat grow together, because people be worried about the look of, well, what if that's an Edomite? What if that's a Moabite? Yeah. Well, the Bible says this. This is the book of Acts, chapter 5, and I'm gonna start at 38. "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of Yahweh, ye cannot overthrow it." Or you can't overthrow the ministry of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So we don't worry about what scriptures speak about endless genealogies. What about his father's 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 father? Yeah. Like, if you're a heathen, you're gonna be destroyed. It don't matter what you look like. All right. If you're a heathen and you memorize the name of the Lord, you try to sneak into camp, you're still going into slavery. What are you doing? We just gonna have highlights in the kingdom. Be like, hey, remember you pretend to be Israel? So that's not even something to worry about. This is the Lord's ministry. It's not our ministry. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to Yahushua. So if you see somebody that doesn't look like an Israelite, if you see somebody that doesn't. The Lord's wrapping up this ministry, man. We're not gonna be out here forever. So, like, you see somebody that looks like an Israelite that doesn't, but they believe, hey, abhor not an Edomite, abhor not a Moabite. Don't abhor these people, man. What you got, man?
Yeah, so with that, if you no matter how you look, if you're a believer, just keep believing and hold fast on faith, until that set appointed time come where those things are revealed. But with that, we're going to close out. We're going to give infinite honors and prayers unto Yahweh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to the argument across the four corners, pushing his work. With that, I'm going to say Bible ball. Bible ball. Bible ball. Bible ball. Bible ball. Bible ball. Kwame Asherah. Shalom.